Hello everyone, I would like to just quickly state that this is the closed beta version. Although the game is a lot of fun, everything is subject to change, and glitches do sometimes happen. Thanks for watching, let's have some fun. Ohayou gozaimasu minasan, welcome to Gwent, the Witcher card game. Holy shit, this game is so much fun. What do you think, Mason?
Yes, it is.
So for this video, we're just going to show you a bit of the layout, how it kind of works, and just get you familiar. So the first little tab here is multiplayer. You can do a casual match. After you get level 10, I guess you can do ranked. I don't know how that works. It'll probably let you look at leaderboards. This might just be locked altogether. Some of the features aren't quite done yet. And then a friend match, you know, just whatever with your friends. It's closed beta, so it's gonna be hard to have friends in here.
Well, hopefully I can get into it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be nice. Practice. We're gonna do one of these matches to kind of show you guys what's going on, and we'll have more to say about that. But tutorial. This teaches you the basics. It's mostly teaching you what the other Gwent games, or the Gwent game from The Witcher 3 is. It told us a little bit about the more advanced mechanics of this game.
Oh, very little though.
But very little, yeah. It was basically just how to play Gwent, which if you've played The Witcher 3 a lot, you're gonna know all this. And I don't think they gave us anything like bonus-wise, did they, for completing the tutorial?
For completing the tutorials, we got scrap.
Oh, that's right.
Ore and a keg.
Yeah, that's right. And enough ore to buy another keg.
Yes.
I think. So yeah, doing the tutorial, it's not a bad idea. You're gonna get a little bit of cards and things you want.
And it takes like 5 to 20 minutes based off of like if you're just playing it through to do everything that it says, and if you're like looking at it like we did, where we were like, oh, what? Wait, what? Why? What? I want to do this.
What? Yeah. They also have a campaign apparently, so this is going to be like a single player thing, and I would assume there's going to be rewards and such for this, but obviously it's not released yet, and I have no idea what it's going to be. But that's a cool thing. I like when these online card games give you something like this. I think they're pretty cool, and they're usually pretty fun too as well. Because I mean, that's essentially all we were doing in The Witcher 3 is just playing against AIs and stuff, and so making it kind of like a storyline of some sort. I don't know what they're gonna do exactly, but I think that's really cool. So hopefully they finish that sometime soon, and I can show you guys that. We got deck builder here. You can tweak your decks, and then collection is just all of your cards in general. And if you go in here, this is where you can craft cards or just look at cards that you don't have yet. So pretty cool stuff here as well.
Yeah, we'll get into that
now the shop.
Oh, shit.
Best shopkeep I think in any game ever. What do you think?
I think he's the best shopkeep, Mr. Shoop.
Mr. Shoop. Where you open kegs. If you have a keg, this will show up. You can open them. You can also open them here.
Human in shop, Shoop in shop.
You can go ahead again with the ore. Oh boy, calm down, Mr. Troll. When you get enough ore, you can buy a keg. So just through playing matches and all sorts of things, you get ore. Or of course, you can buy these. We did do a video where we just opened 60 kegs, so we'll have a link to that. Have fun with that shit. Go wild.
That's like an hour.
It was about an hour and 20 minutes, maybe a little less than that.
Yeah.
It was a pretty long video, but it was a lot of fun looking at a lot of cool cards.
Learning about a bunch of new shit.
Yeah, and just like trying to theorize how good the card might be. But I mean, we're pretty new to this game, so take that for what it is. And then we'll go to the options menu here. Not a whole lot going on here, but in general, you just pick your language. Vibration, I guess, is for a controller. I keep saying that, but I don't know if it's even possible to play this with a controller. I don't know what the fuck that means.
It probably is, and it's probably like when something
falls down and
yeah.
I don't know. I hate vibration anyway on controllers in general. And then resolution, it's pretty simple. Resolution scale. Graphics quality, I have it set to 4K because it's a card game and it just doesn't take anything really. You know, so pretty simple, but it's a card game. Everything's pretty simple. It's not a big deal. You can put the Witcher 3 Gwent music on. I'm not going to do that just because we've listened to that Gwent music so fucking much in The Witcher 3, because that's the only music they have when you're playing Gwent. And they got some nice new music, so yeah, pretty simple menu, but you know, it's fine. So with all that said, I think for this video, we're just going to do a practice versus an AI and kind of explain the game a little bit to you guys and just show you what it looks like.
Now, forewarning, we're probably going to get our asses kicked because all of the AIs are set to level 10.
Yeah, we're level 2, they're set to level 10, and they're set to have, I guess, like pretty decent decks and pretty decent cards. So we've played the AI maybe like 7 or 8 times, and I don't think we've won a single time.
No, we won one time with this deck.
Right.
And this is a deck that we haven't changed since we've opened up any kegs or anything.
Yeah, we did open all the kegs, so we have all the cards, but this is our first like basic deck that we made. We made it on our own, but it was with all the cards we started with, and then the 2 kegs that we opened from doing the tutorial. So this is a basic ass deck of cards that you can get when you first start playing, and I think you have a basic deck for all of the different things. I guess we could show that real quick too in the card thing. These are the 3 different types of decks. Five. Yeah, excuse me. The Skellige is the new one, so that's pretty cool. And they have their unique things down here. We'll just read them real quick. At the end of each round, keep the last loyal, non-gold, non-fleeting, non-resilient, neutral, or monster unit that appeared on your side on the battlefield. Now, that's a lot of words, but as we get into it and show it a little bit more, you'll kind of learn how that works. But the last loyal, so loyal means it's not a spy, so you can't keep spies. I mean, it might mean other cards as well, but as far as we know so far, it's just spies that aren't loyal. So as long as it's not a spy, it has a chance. If it's non-fleeting, I haven't seen fleeting yet. I don't know what that means.
Fleeting was in the Northern Realms deck, I think, specifically, and the Scoia'tael deck for a few.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that does. The resilient cards stay on the board for 1 round. So if like you play like say a 7 dwarf, like a 7 strength dwarf, and he has resilience, or he's resilient, he will stay on till the next round of whenever you played him as well. So these aren't included in that specifically, so you don't make something that's going to stay anyway on the board. That's all it's essentially saying. It's saying a non-gold and like these 2 other types that are not quite as common. So it's basically how monsters work, but with a little more extra rules there. Northern Realms, add 2 strength to each gold unit when it appears on your side. Now, one of the heroes, I think it was, right? Was it the hero power, or
it was the leader power to make any instance of a unit, so any unit sharing the same name turn gold?
Right. So you could take like 3 bronze cards. If you played the 3 same bronze cards, you could turn all of them gold, and then they would all get +2 because of this, just this base thing that all Northern Realms gets. Choose who begins 1 round per game. So I think you get to choose which round you want to go first or second, I guess.
Yes. 1 round each game.
Yeah,
so like,
1 round. So
it doesn't coin flip every
yeah.
time. Or coin flip
Skellige is pretty cool and pretty interesting, and we thought it would be a lot more powerful than it was. I still think it is powerful.
It is.
So at the start of rounds 2 and 3, you add 1 base to strength of every non-gold unit in your hand, deck, and graveyard. So basically every single card that you have gets +1 to its base strength, which is pretty important.
As long as it's not gold.
Yeah, as long as it's not gold. Every non-gold. Very important. There's a lot of things that will say specifically non-gold. We'll get into that a little more later. So Nilfgaard, after drawing cards at the start of rounds 2 and 3, redraw up to 1 card in your hand. Now that's really cool, because every round you got, round 2 you draw 2 cards, and round 3 you draw 1 card. Both sides do. So you draw the cards, and then if you've got a card in your hand that just isn't working, or you pulled a shitty card, you can redraw it. So that's really powerful. I think it's a really, really good thing for Nilfgaard. Well, that's the general setup here. We're going to be playing our Skellige deck. Excuse me. And let's see if we can actually beat the AI again.
Dude, it'll be awesome if we can actually beat them in this game.
I sure hope so. They're brutal, man. They
it hurts.
They gotta change that. They gotta make some easier practice AI so new players can actually beat them.
Close ranks!
Yeah, level 10 fall test. So this is the guy that
These are the guys that destroy us the hardest, I think.
Yeah, because he's the one that turns things to gold. Okay, well, we can get rid of the Dominion shackles.
So We got a lot going on here. Let's scroll through all the cards. We got Geralt. Nice.
Yeah.
I think Geralt came base, right? All these are just
Yeah.
base cards that we got for free. So we're going to get
Except
rid of
for this
these.
one.
You can redraw up to 3 cards. I'm going to go ahead and draw this.
That's good, but I don't think we...
We want it.
Yeah,
So
that's better.
now to go over this card, this is kind of like Clear Weather from The Witcher 3, but it's a little different because it has Rally, and Rally will summon a random bronze card from your deck and play it like immediately. So it could pick any one of these randomly if they're in your deck and just play it for you. So there's a way if they don't use any or you don't need a Clear Sky specifically, you can still use this as a card. So I think that's really nice that it's a little more versatile than what it could be. Scorch is pretty fucking cool still. It's still the same, destroy the strongest non-gold unit or units on the battlefield. So it still works the same, it's just non-gold. And you can only have 1 Scorch per deck because it's a silver card. Silver and gold cards you can only have 1 instance of, and then these cards, I believe it was 3, right?
Yes, it's 3.
So now we can redraw another card. What do you think? We get rid of one of these guys,
Yeah,
right?
get rid of 1. Just
These generally you want these to be resurrected, but we'll see how it works out.
if we had resers in
that
our
sucks.
thing,
So we might just want to play one of these straight off the bat.
I think we should.
But here's the board. It's a little newer, fancier. I like the way it looks. It's still pretty similar. You got your graveyards, your decks, their graveyard, their deck, how many cards they have still.
Tells you exactly what their powers are when you mouse over it.
Yep. Now they have these cards as well, but the hero power does count as a card. Because it's, I guess your hero is a card that you play. It's just, different. So our hero, we can spawn 2 clan on crate warriors. And these kind of work into our combo a little bit. We'll probably get to show that a little later.
Yeah.
But the way it works is you got to win 2 rounds, the same as in The Witcher 3, and you fill 1 half of the crown and then the other half and you win. This is your total power points at the bottom, and then this is per row. Hold the pass, of course. And then on the right side, you can see what the card is when you scroll over it. And if you right click the card, it will go big and it will give you all the specific stats, like its siege, loyalty, and it says it's a machine up here. It gives you every stat that you need to know about the card. Let's see, do we have any cards that have like other abilities? I don't think so. But yeah, it can be useful because some cards, they'll spawn other cards, and if you right click, it will show you the other card that it spawns down here as well. So it's useful to have. So what his unit does right here, explain it to the people, Mason.
So he picks any card that he has that's a bronze card, and that card will then become... Oh wait, no, I thought he... Oh, that's when he just copies it. So he copies units and turns... So like if he has a poor infantry which spawns 2 more poor infantries with it, just from that card, he can copy it and put it down again and it'll spawn again. And he had reinforcements, which turned them all gold.
Right.
That's what happened, sorry.
The reinforcements. Got a little confused
Yeah,
there.
so you can... But if you have like a 28 strength card that you've just buffed to all hell and back, you can copy it and it'll be 28 strength
Yeah,
as well.
as long as it's
Non-gold.
well, it
Or
doesn't
non-spying.
say. Yeah,
bronze.
non-spying bronze.
That's what it is, sorry.
Non-spying, and it has to be bronze.
Yeah.
Unit, so not even silvers. So like you couldn't copy this or this.
Yeah.
Geralt's gold. Because he's gold, there's a lot of things that specifically will say non-gold. Like right here, removes 2 strength from a random opposing non-gold unit whenever a unit on your side is destroyed or discarded. So essentially, if he had Geralt on his side, this effect could not hit Geralt because he is gold. But it would affect the silver and the bronzes. I think the reason why they have silver, and it's something interesting you mentioned, is that silver is a way for them for you to only have one of these cards, but it can still be affected by the rest of these cards that do the non-gold specific things. So like Scorch is a cool, really good spell, so they don't want you to have more than one of them. They don't want you to have 3 of these, so they just make it silver. Or like this character is just a 10. I guess, it's important to keep it a non-gold. Or like they didn't want you to have just 3 of these. So that's interesting. But gold is very resilient because most things will not hurt a gold I think are golds immune to weather effects? 'Cause
Yes.
it doesn't
I
say
believe
they
so.
are, but because the weather effects might just say it only affects non-gold units.
Well, we don't have any weather effects right now, so
We can't tell you. We don't know.
can't confirm right now because we usually
But
don't
like even
have golds.
Scorch doesn't affect non-gold. Like I haven't seen anything yet really, other than like the shackles or something that does
Yes.
actually affect a gold card.
I say we play Geralt first, though.
Let's do it.
Just like the tutorial tells you
The
to.
tutorial tells you to play your biggest card first on round 1 to like set the pace high.
Let's get this
I don't know
over
if
with.
that's true, if that's a good strategy or not, but fuck it, we're doing it.
But if we're playing against an AI, we better.
Enough.
And we're fucked already because there's Vesemir who brings out
Uh-huh.
fucking.
So you can take a look here. Vesemir, he plays Eskel and Lambert from your deck, and he had both of them. I think we have Vesemir now, but we don't have these two.
No, we have Lambert, don't we?
Do we?
Yeah. But all of them will just play each
Yeah,
other.
either any of them you pull, it'll play all of them, and it's pretty cool. I like it. But that fucking sucks. So now they're at 19, we're at 12. I think we'll play one of these and get a rally. So here it lets you choose because there's 2 effects. We'll take a rally, play a random bronze unit from your deck.
For blood!
Okay, so this is our guy. Gain 1 strength whenever an opposing unit is weakened.
It's shitty that we pulled him now.
And it sucks that he just got bonus to all hell.
Uh-huh.
Because he's a non-gold, we could Scorch him right now. He's silver, but he's non-gold, so he's, in effect, we can kill this guy.
Yes.
What do you think? Should we Scorch him?
Yeah, let's do it. Why not?
Fuck it.
We're here for a show.
Bam! We're probably going to lose, because fuck these AI. They're really
Yep.
powerful. They got really good decks for our shitty beginner deck.
God damn it. Well,
Son
that's
of a
2
bitch.
swallows.
So now we're down. So this is kind of how Gwent works. It's how much do you want to invest to either win this round or sort of delay the round forward. It's not as easy to kind of delay, I think, in this as it is in
it's
the
not.
regular Gwent. Because the regular Gwent has a little more like spies specifically for a lot of card draw and things and like stuff you can just kind of throw out there. But I think every card you have is a lot more important this time around.
I think we should just
So
take
we
the
could
hit.
like we could play this one and we'd be 1 ahead. But
What's
I
the
don't
point
know.
in playing it?
See, the thing is, because we're playing Skellige, our ability as Skellige is when we get to the next round, every single one of these cards is going to have 1 more strength. And like this is the difference between base strength and bonus. This guy, he's got green because he's been bonus. That means his base strength has not been changed. Whereas when you change the base, this 12 would go to 13 and it would still be silver. So there's a lot of effects that kind of set you back to base. So like if we set him to base, he would go down. But if his base was actually set up to 19, we wouldn't be able to like remove all this bonus that he got. So I think it's pretty important that way.
And I'd like to mention that 4 on the battlefield, when it goes to the graveyard, it will still gain 1 strength, as that effect says. So the card's in your hand and on the field.
Yeah, so even
As-
if we have, cards that bring him back from the grave, he will be stronger in round 2 and 3. So as Crack on Crate or the Skellige decks, it seems like it's kind of better to try to win in the later rounds, but don't get too focused on that.
Oh, yeah. If you can win in the first round, win.
Yeah, go for it, but because in round 3, that will be another +1 that all of your guys will have. So round 3, you have a good chance to win as long as you've got enough cards and everything.
And with this one, I think
We just pass.
we
and
take the loss.
we just lose this
and let
round.
it go.
Here we go. We're passing. So when you pass, it goes down here, so it's really easy for the other guy to see that you passed.
Yeah.
So now he's filled out half of his crown. Now we have to win this round. We got the +1s.
That's
Round 2, you always, both sides
Let's
pull
get this
2,
over
and
with.
round 3, each side pulls 1. Fucking Roach, man.
God, I hate Roach.
He's such a cool card. I want him. Look at this fucking art, man. It's so cool. Fucking Roach, man. It's like, how the hell did you get on the fucking house, you stupid horse? Oh, man. How did he bonus?
Because he's a gold.
Oh, right. Because fucking, god damn it, they're so good.
Yeah.
This plussing to gold thing's pretty good if you got a lot of gold characters.
And if we were level 10 with them, it would be, or if we had our deck set up after we just bought all those packs, or level 10 with them, it'd be more fair, but let's drop down our 7.
This guy. Let's do
Let's
it.
not get in the way of me
Because
axe.
he's no good. Round
Yeah.
3. Okay. Fuck that thing.
So this thing's really fucking powerful. We talked about this in the pack opening. Every 3 turns, it removes 2 strength from a random thing. The problem is the AI has 3 of these. So like we played a bit against a couple AIs where they put 3 down. So it's like they're removing 6 from us every 3 rounds, and it felt fucking bad. They're just throwing shit all over our units. Fuck me, dude. Ooh. This guy, though. Resets all weakened non-cold units in the row back to the base strength. So, this is what's good about these guys.
The guy to the left.
When we play this guy down, he loses 2 strength, right? But his base is still, right now, it's still 10. Even though he loses 2 strength, it doesn't set his base down 2, it just he loses 2. So if we play this guy, he will reset us back up to 10, and then our hero ability spawns 2 of these, which will be the base ones, which will be 8 or 9.
It'll be 8. It'll be 9. Yeah, 9.
But then they get chunked down to 7. So these will be 7, but we can boost them back up to 9. And I don't think there's any way to make these any more powerful.
There's not.
Because you just spawn the base of the card. It doesn't bonus these, unfortunately.
So with that, I think we should play the 10.
Okay. Start out. This is our kind of combo that we do.
Yeah.
And that archer that we lost in our graveyard.
Not Archer, you said Axeman.
Oh, the axeman. He's in the archer row.
Mm-hmm.
So every time someone gets weakened, either enemy or our side, he gets 1. So what we do is we like to play 1 or 2 of these if we can, and then we play a bunch of these guys and we play the hero ability. And because they remove 2 strength, that means he gets his +1 for each one of these that get played. And it works for these as well. When they chuck rocks over at us, as long as they don't hit the specific archer, they'll get the bonuses for that too. So they're pretty nice to have. That's kind of our little combo for this like beginner deck that we have.
So let's go ahead and
Spawn our guys.
Yeah.
Got the heart of an ungrateful.
Boom, boom.
Ba boom boom.
And then we want to wait till next round to... He just played a Manticore Venom. We want to wait till next round to put them back up to base. Wait, do those take 3 damage out up there? 2, okay.
2. So these will be safe unless it hits 1 specifically.
Yeah, let's put down...
We could play our Thunderbolt.
Let's not,
Not yet.
because it'll drop them back to base.
What?
Well, that one there will put them up, right?
Yeah.
But it'll put anyone back to base from the 6, or from the 6 that we put down. So if we wait till both of those fire off, and we play a card like...
Oh, like they haven't lost enough HP is what you're saying? What do you mean?
Well, no, if we put the Thunderbolt on it, it'll just put them back up to base. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
that'll say, oh, they all get 4. Those 2 will go to base, that guy will go to 8. Or they'll all go to 7 and 8 or whatever it is. And
They can go above their base though.
yeah, but it won't be as effective if we're going to use that and it's going to pop them back up to the base anyway. That makes sense?
Oh, right. Yeah, this guy. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I forgot about this guy. Should we play him is what you're saying?
No, so we play our...
I wonder if that probably doesn't count though. I guess that's pretty important because so what Mason is saying here for anyone who didn't follow,
Yeah.
the way Thunderbolt works is it adds 4 strength unless they're a Witcher. So like the Witchers that he played, it gives them 6. But basically, it's all of the same instance of that card. So these are all the same card. So that's what that means, the same instance. So all 3 of these guys are going to get +4. But because this guy sets them back to their base, if we do +4 right now, and then we set them back to base, it might not work because they're already basically at their base because we buffed them this way. So we want to do it in the other order if we're going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
This is essentially what he's saying.
So we should throw down our battleship thing there.
This guy?
Yeah, because if they happen to target the same exact guy,
Yeah, and
And
get a
discard
kill,
it,
then we'll
he'll-
throw.
yeah.
That's a good point.
So that'll fire off and hit.
Explain this card to the people.
So,
I've been doing a lot of talking here.
every single time that we will lose a card, or every time we lose a card or discard a card, they will take 2 strength, or we'll remove 2 strength from a random opposing non-gold card. So if their catapults blew up one of our guys, and it went to the graveyard, our warship would shoot out and hit a random card.
Yeah, on their side.
On their side. So
pretty nice. Or there's ways for us to discard cards. We found from opening all those kegs, there is some cards in our deck that play a card and then we'll discard some other cards. So that's another way to get this to fire off some extra shots as well. So it's a good way to kind of combo things together.
Now I think we should play the
this guy.
Yeah, to restore them.
Well, because it will restore all of them.
Yes, it'll restore all of them, and then they'll shoot a catapult blast at us, and then we'll use the thunderbolt, which they used on their guys.
Well, what if we wait? Because he's gonna shoot a catapult next round, and then.
Well, then what do you want to play? Do you want to play Clear Sky Rally, or?
That's a good point. I mean,
we kind of need to hold on to some cards.
Yeah, but we're so far fucking behind. You know.
You're right. Let's play him.
Let's play this guy. We're gonna. Should we kill him?
Yeah.
Is that gonna help us?
He'll come back regardless.
It's true. But if he'll come back, he'll come back regardless. The problem is when a gold card appears, because he's good at making gold cards, he could just summon it right back out. But if it's on the board, he's here, right? So
yeah.
So basically, what we're saying here is because Roach will come back regardless of where he's at and get played, we don't want to kill Roach with our 3 damage because he has a lot of ways to make these cards gold. And so if he plays a gold card or if he makes any of these gold cards, Roach is going to come right fucking back. So our -3 isn't going to do shit.
Yep.
But it'll stay on this guy if we zap him.
And now we play the 6.
Yeah, now we play this guy.
And then the Commander's Horn also works differently. It only adds 2, I believe, to every...
Let's see. Here it is.
Oh, it adds 4 strength.
It adds 4 strength to all non-gold units in a row, and it's only when you cast it as well.
Yes. So if we cast it, and then we play a card down, it will not add to it.
Like if he plays another card here, it's not going to give him shit. But we got to play this guy because we don't want our warrior dying here.
Want to look over our stuff?
That's a lot of bonus we just got.
Yeah, we just got ahead of him too.
Yeah.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
He's still playing though. He's got 3 more cards. One of those cards is his hero. He hasn't used yet.
So now we pop our Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt time. We're going to put him on these guys because that hits the most amount of guys. Yep. At this point, he's just going to pass probably. There it is. We got so far ahead. Alright, now we're going into the last round. We're going to pull a card. Our cards are going to get another +1.
Right there.
Yep. So now this is a 12 where he started as a 10. Swallow potion. I mean, that's okay. That's +8.
So we can give that... Let's play Juta first.
Okay. Should we rally?
No, let's play Juta first. Because if we rally, we can get a card that might...
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
So now we rally.
Or we could add the base to this guy. Or rally.
I would say rally first.
Here we go. We could do clear skies, but from what we've seen, there's not a whole lot of weather effects, depending on which deck you're playing and depending on which cards you have. Because later on, there's a lot of cards that will like cast their own weather effects on themselves, but they're immune to it. So like that's a good way to get the weather effects out. But the weather effects on their own seem to be a lot harder choice to pick in this versus the other game, because they're really good, but I don't know. It feels like they're not as good, but they are. But I don't know. That's pretty cool. Pull this guy out. Too bad it didn't pull him like out of the graveyard, but yeah. So there's Roach came back out because he changed these guys gold with his hero, right?
Now he's 7.
Yeah, and we'll bonus this guy.
That guy? Why not?
I mean, we could do it to this guy if he gets like scorched or some shit. I don't think they have scorch, but does it matter?
I don't think they do either.
Because he's not a gold card.
He's gonna duplicate his poor infantry.
Oh, that's what he's doing.
Yeah, right here.
Because he hasn't duplicated yet.
Got any victuals?
Oh
Hungry
my
like a
god.
wolf, I am.
That wasn't his duplicate either.
Nope, his duplicate's about to come out with
He's
the
gonna
force.
duplicate all of these things. Holy shit. And all we have left is Swallow, so we'll just give it to this guy, I guess.
Yep.
It's scary putting it all into one card, because if they remove this card with something...
He lost. What?
What? Did we win?
What? How the sh...
Holy shit! Well, we fucking did it, guys! Look at that!
We did it!
Man, we actually beat him. Usually they're so fucking hard to beat. Maybe we were super unlucky or something
I don't know,
beforehand, but like they like comboed us super hard, and he had like 100 fucking points on his side for like 3 rounds. Like, damn, dude, that's cool.
man. We did it. Hey guys, look at that.
Hey, prize winning cow deck. We
And you
fucking
guys
did
didn't
it.
even get to see the prize-winning cow.
You didn't. Let's just show him the cow card real quick. We'll end off the episode
Here's your
there.
little extra
Card.
card collection.
Yeah, we'll go to collection. So it's a neutral card, right?
Yeah,
Where's Mr. Cow?
it's lower down. Because these are
There he is. So, you got Mr. Cow. It's fun playing him round 1. You know, the nice text here, move. He's loyalist of cows. We're assuming this cow killed all these other cows. We're not 100% sure.
They're the cows that made fun of him in the
yeah.
ceremonies and
Yeah,
everything. and
you know,
all
made fun
this.
of his little horns he's got.
Yeah.
He wasn't having that shit. He fucked him up. But yeah, so when removed from the battlefield, so you can remove him yourself with like that card we played where at -3. We could use it on him if we wanted it to summon this chort right away. But basically you play him, he's a 1, and then when the round ends, he gets removed and he'll spawn that at the start of the next round. So you'll have a 9 next round. Or again, if you remove him yourself, you can get him right away if you need to. So it's a really cool card. We love playing it. And you can use it in any decks, and they just gave it to us straight up, I think.
Yeah, they did.
I don't think we pulled it from anywhere. It was just the card we got. So fun shit, man. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. We're going to have more. We're going to be building lots of fun decks, and eventually we're going to go through every single card here. I guess all 73, 24, 28, and 21 cards.
That's a lot of cards.
That's a lot of cards. I don't know if that's even all of the cards.
Well, that's just the neutral.
Or if that is that just neutral?
Neutral all is, out of all the cards, it's 343 cards.
Okay, there we go. So we got a lot of fucking cards to go through is what we're fucking saying. We're going to do that video later once we've learned more, I think, though.
Yeah.
I'd rather play a little bit with the cards, learn more about the classes. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching, guys. This game is a lot of fun. Highly recommend if you guys ever get an invite to the closed beta, or if it goes into open and release, I would definitely recommend checking it out. Especially if you love Gwent from Witcher 3, right?
That's great.
I know. It's just a way better version. It's kind of made The Witcher 3 Gwent in The Witcher 3 less fun now, because we've played such a more fun version of Gwent now. So it just doesn't have the same spice to it anymore, you know? But hey, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. Jamata.
Thanks for watching for the 4th time. Bye.